Hey everyone, and welcome back. On this week's episode, we traveled 2 hours outside of San Salvador to Puerto Barillas, which is located in Jiquilisco Bay, El Salvador's largest coastal estuary. On this trip, we take a boat tour through the bay, visit the monkey and cotuza sanctuary, and we get the chance to explore the largest cacao production facility in Central America. If you are new here, I'm a Canadian who loves El Salvador. I am a PhD student who lives and works in Canada with my Salvadorian husband. We visit his family each year, and I love to share my travels with each of you. I hope you all enjoy this episode. It's a special one. Hey everybody, and welcome back. I am here in Barillas, which is about 2 hours away from El Salvador. I made a video 2 years ago. When we came here, we stayed in the tree house. It was beautiful. We're now staying in another house just across the way, and I want to give you a quick tour of the home. Sorry, I'm a little sweaty. It is hot here, a lot hotter here in Barillas. Okay everyone, so I'm going to give you a quick house tour while everyone is getting some provisions right now. So I'm going to just walk with you through here and flip the camera around before we dirty up this place and before we truly unpack. So I'm gonna flip it around and show you what we're working with. Find all of our bags, just ignore it. What's great about this room is that we do have AC. Got a nice painting here, and then this part opens up into a beautiful deck. So sit out here for morning coffee or some drinks a little bit later, and it truly feels like you're in the rainforest. And then right across the way here, we've got a big, beautiful bathroom. And over here, we obviously have a shower with a nice green view here. Basic shower, but really good size, and let's see, even just like a little extra room to keep all of your stuff. So if we keep walking this way to the lower floor, we're sharing with my husband's brother here. You've got stairs to go down. Again, a nice kind of foresty view in the back here. And if we head down, we have a really nice main living area here. This is also a pull-out sofa, so if you wanted another person to stay, you could totally do that. AC, always pretty important, especially where we are right now. We've got a picnic table here, as well as a barbecue if we did want to grill up some steaks later on. We also have TV, which is a nice luxury to have. We don't have Wi-Fi, but we do have Wi-Fi at the main area, which I'm going to show you later tonight. And if we walk through, we have this nice open kitchen, pretty much anything you need to cook food. We've got stovetop here and a coffee maker as well. We've got our fridge stacked. There are 2 fridges in the other cabin as well that you can see. We're gonna have some fun this weekend. And then last but not least, we have this lower bedroom here with a twin bed and bunk bed. So if you had kids, you could certainly fit everybody in this room. And then there's also AC. So really nice place. So I think we're going to get changed, get ready to head down to the main area and eat some pupusas tonight. They make them in-house here, so excited for that. We're also going to pick up some waters and just a couple more provisions for tonight, and I'm gonna take you all with me as we head down there shortly. So it's almost sunset right now. I figured I would take you to the main dining area at Barillas. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and hopefully we're gonna be able to see the sunset tonight. Good morning, everybody from Barillas. We woke up this morning. I went out for a really nice jungle run. I always love kind of getting the feel for the landscape in every place that we visit. So it was nice just to see all of the palm trees and different types of plants and even animals along the trail. So I just got back now. I showered and we are headed to the main cabin to get some delicious breakfast. Okay, so that was a bit of a fail. I actually need the key to be able to open up these doors, which is fine. It's just downstairs, but we are in a bit of a time crunch right now, so I'm going to walk. My husband is going to take the four-wheeler, which is what everybody does here, and we're probably going to go check out some trails on the four-wheeler today. We might check out the famous monkeys, which I showed in my video when I was here. We are also going to maybe head to the Cacao production facility here. As I said, there's a great diverse amount of plants and animals, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later on in the video. But for now, I'm gonna take you all with me on my walk to the main cabin, and then we're gonna get some delicious lunch. Hey everyone, so we just finished a delicious breakfast and we're having an afternoon coffee, and then we are going to head to the Cacao production facility. We're gonna drive around the property and check out some cacao trees and just see how everything gets produced. So we're gonna do that shortly, and I'm gonna take you along with me. But for the time being, I wanted to show you where I am right now because it's so beautiful. I'm just gonna kind of walk along the water here. Everybody, so I thought I would just bring you with me as I walk back to the cabins. It's maybe a minute or 2 minutes. I actually did this loop when I went on my run this morning. I just did it a few times over. And basically there's the main cabin where we just ate breakfast. And then if you can see over here, it's where a lot of people keep their boats and other motorized vehicles. So yeah, it's definitely a resort more than a marina, but a lot of folks stop in here. I was even with Canadians that actually parked their boats here. So it is very much a transitory place as well for people who are traveling by boat through El Salvador. It's normally back to the cabins where we've been sleeping. I enjoy the walk. It's really nice to be able to walk around safely, and so I always opt for a nice walk. Okay, so see of you seeing my face, I want to just show you how incredibly beautiful it is in here. I mean, we're shaded nicely in here because of these palm trees, but I mean, look at these layers of green in here. It's so beautiful. And there's also a nice, there are also nice walkways like this, which makes it a little bit easier to get around. But I mean, look at this. It's absolutely stunning. I'm always really wowed by this tree over here. It's big and beautiful. I might even actually walk down to go take a closer look. As we enter this more jungly area, which is where we're sleeping, you can see how beautiful it is around me. And the cabins are essentially nestled in here, which is really nice. So when you wake up, you have a beautiful view of the palm trees and the green foliage around you as well. So as I was saying, I love to just stop and enjoy the natural world, the trees, just be in the presence of nature. I find it really calming and relaxing. So I'm gonna walk out here a little bit longer, and then I think we are headed to the cacao production facility shortly. We're just gonna round up the family here. We're traveling with a very big family, so to make sure everybody's ready to go. But we will catch you when we head there shortly. I'm gonna maybe show you a better view of our house that we're staying in from the outside, just so you get a better perspective. Okay, so as I promised, I wanted to show you our house from the outside. So here it is. This is a big, beautiful balcony that we are lucky enough to have this top room here. And yeah, we've got full-on jungle behind us here. And here's the kind of main sliding doors here to get into the house. Here I am. And if we open up, we've got, as I showed you yesterday, all of the main parts of the home, but it's a really, really nice place. So we actually are staying up here. We leave the gates of Puerto Barillas and we drive through about 15 or 20 minutes through this beautiful, dense jungle. It was the end of the day, so you could see the sun was setting and there was this beautiful orange hue on all of the forest, and we were driving to the cacao plantation. So I'm excited to show you what that looks like in a little bit.
They are used to ferment Cacao.
So I see some bags of them that have just been picked off the tree.
Yes.
And then they're coming in here to dry,
Then
or
they drop it into that big box.
okay.
You see that?
Oh, in the back.
On
Yeah,
the back,
yeah.
or in this one, and then they
Let's see.
choose they select the ones that are better,
See.
and then they drop it on those boxes. You see those boxes? Those boxes are to ferment
Okay.
the cacao, and it will build a lot of heat
See.
in them. And then they control the heat with temperature gadgets, and when they are in the right level, okay, they take them out and put them in those boxes over here.
Okay.
Esas son camas africanas, se llaman, de secado. Okay. ¿Ah? No, ahorita no.
So this is what, like the third step,
So
or
they bring those drawers, okay,
see?
put the cacao there
Yeah.
to dry, and then if it rains or during the night, they put them
Put it inside.
out in the shade.
But otherwise they're pulled out to catch the sun, to dry them out. Okay.
The beets,
Okay.
they do it by hand.
Okay.
In those in that area, and then they put them on bags to export them. To export them to this batch that they're doing now is going to Europe.
Wow. And everything is natural, like no artificial anything to heat them up or anything like that. Just from the sun, drying them.
Just the sun and people's hands to select.
See?
We don't use machines either to select. We don't use heaters
See?
or anything. It's all
Hand done.
by hand.
Made by hand.
Natural.
Wow.
Go in.
And then they await to send out or ship out to various countries, or?
Ship it mostly to Europe.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you.
He will give you a cacao.
Gracias. Bonito. Wow, that's so cool. Super cool. Thank you. Wow. So is this the state it's in when it gets...
This is the dry seed. There's some cacao in there. But take a look at this. This is the dry seed, and if you take these, okay, you take this out, and try it.
So we just arrived at a chocolate processing facility, and it's all done naturally and by hand by the people that work here. So we're just kind of touring around right now. It's about almost sunset. It's a little late in the afternoon, maybe like 5:30, so it's dinner time, but it's a really beautiful facility. We even tried one of the dried chocolate seeds, and we are gonna head out now back on the road. It's about 8:30 a.m. and I'm up early this morning because we are headed on a boat ride. So we have to order breakfast before we leave, and we're going to go out on Jiquilisco Bay. I did a video about it, like I said, a few years back, but there's so many incredible facts that I'd love to share with you throughout the video. It's an incredible bay, home to a diverse species of animals and plants. And just last night we saw some monkeys, even some raccoons. There are crocodiles here. Over, I think, 60 species of migratory birds. So the place itself is so alive and full of life, and I'm so excited to just get on the boat and view some of the islands that we've been curious about. I believe the bay has over 27 islands and mangroves as well, so there is a lot to take in, and hopefully we're gonna get out for a swim. So I will catch you there.
The Jiquilisco Bay Biosphere Reserve is located on the southeast Pacific coast of El Salvador. It was declared a Ramsar site on October 31st, 2005. The reserve covers approximately 400 square kilometers, including 50 kilometers of coastline, and is located between the mouth of the River Lempa and the Wakaran mountain range. The main canal leading into the bay measures over 43 kilometers long and 3 kilometers wide. Bahia Jiquilisco is also one of 2 primary hawksbill sea turtle nesting habitats in the eastern Pacific Ocean.
So we just made it to this island that only appears in the early morning and afternoons, and basically it's like a peninsula. You can see and you can swim around here, hang out, even set up lawn chairs if you want. And I mean, look at the view from here. It's absolutely beautiful. So I thought I would just bring you all with me as I kind of walk around this peninsula here. And we're essentially surrounded by mangroves. We're on Jiquilisco Bay, but it does open up to the ocean, and we are on the ocean right now. And one of the reasons we go so early is because the water is like glass. So normally it's a bumpy ride to get here, but it is so nice and calm today. It's so quiet. So we're gonna go for a swim and just enjoy this beautiful weather. But I mean, look at the landscape. We're surrounded by volcanoes. Supposedly San Miguel, which I showed you in a previous shot, is actually an active volcano. So it's interesting to know that. And yeah, I'm gonna turn the camera around. So I'm going to head back to the boat right now and drop off this cell phone and go for a swim. It's so hot right now. It's about 10:30, But first I'm going to walk and find my brother and sister-in-law somewhere down the other end of this peninsula. And looks like there's a lot more to see down at the end here. And I mean, it's incredible, like how large this island is and how far it stretches out. Just beautiful. Walking back to the boat. I'm gonna drop off my phone and we're gonna go for a swim. There's Eric, Sophie. Are you guys having fun?
Yeah.
Yay! Yay! So we just got back from our little boat excursion. It was so nice to be in the water. We were able to walk out really far because the tide was out. So all of these like islands kind of emerged and we were able to walk out super far to an adjacent island where there were lots of birds. I found a really cool shell, which I'll share with you later on in this video. And we just chilled, hung out there. We went for a swim and then we walked around the island a little bit. And it was so interesting to see the different patterns in the sand, obviously from all of the sea creatures, and then just the way that the water has shaped the sand underneath was so interesting and so beautiful to see. So we went at, I think we ended up leaving around 10 a.m. and we got back around 12:30. So it was a good 2-hour drive, I guess boat ride. And then we were asking our driver to see if we could see some alligators, because apparently there are alligators that sun themselves kind of right close to where we are staying. So we slowed the boat down a little bit to see if we could see any, and we didn't. I'm holding out that we're able to see at least one before we leave. And supposedly they're smaller, so they're not crocodiles, or I might be mixing the two up. But they're the smaller of the, what I call them, dinosaurs, last living dinosaurs here. So we, just got back, I showered, and we are going to head to the main cabin to get some Wi-Fi, maybe get a coffee, and we'll catch you later.